IShowSpeed is known for erupting into full-throttle celebrations and fiery rants on camera. But there's a personal story beneath the viral moments. Behind every chaotic livestream exists a complicated family backdrop, shaped by divorce, uncertain futures, and two parents who approach Speed's ambitions in very different ways. Tensions with his mother, and a surprisingly comical bond with his father, laid the foundations for a streaming persona like no other. This is the deeper look at IShowSpeed's journey. A tale of frustration, triumph, and an evolving support system that pushed him to the top of the online world. Long before Speed racked up millions of subscribers, he was a young teen navigating a household rocked by divorce. His parents split, his father moved out, and his mother was left to raise her kids in an environment where money, time, and patience were often stretched thin. Even as a child, Speed had a knack for entertaining others, but as he turned to streaming, his mother viewed it as an intense hobby, not a viable plan for the future. During his earliest live streams, Speed's energy would skyrocket. He'd shout, celebrate, and occasionally curse, but he was still just a teenager under someone else's roof. His mother worried about what online fame might bring, and more importantly, how it affected their home dynamic. While she never fully blocked him from streaming, tension brewed every time his volume broke through the walls. Conflict often flared at the worst possible moments, right when Speed hit a huge subscriber milestone or landed a big donation. Determined to protect her other children from noise, his mother would storm into the room and demand he lower his voice. Sometimes she cut the internet entirely, leaving Speed mortified in front of thousands of live viewers. Though Speed apologized to his audience, the repeated interruptions chipped away at his confidence. He wanted to deliver high-energy content, riled up shouting and comedic outbursts, but had to worry about a parent fed up with all the chaos. Fans saw these clashes as humorous at times, but they exposed the rough reality of trying to build an online career while still under a strict household. Perhaps the most cringe-worthy episodes happened when Speed couldn't contain his excitement. One time, he reached a subscriber milestone and went wild with his usual over-the-top yells. His mom, alarmed by the noise, burst into the room and reprimanded him on stream. Friends on his voice chat found the incident hilarious, ramping up Speed's embarrassment.
I didn't cuss. I didn't cuss.
Okay, be quiet.
Okay.
You got yelled at by your mom.
He talking bad about me.
You need a spanking.
Are you?
You're a bad boy, Speed. Bye, Speed.
Another infamous moment saw her knock him mid-gaming session, furious about cursing, an awkward encounter forever cemented in clip compilations.
Huh?
I can't do it.
Do what?
Quiet time.
Mom,
I'm not playing.
can I put the thing up? I can't just be quiet.
Why not?
Because I just can't be quiet.
Well, you gonna have to. You got all day that you do YouTubing. Gigi got gymnastics in the morning. Rico got to work. I'm up all night back and forth with a crying baby. Any mommy's in their sleep.
For viewers, these mother-son confrontations were both shocking and captivating. But for Speed, they were reminders that his living situation wasn't built to handle an aspiring internet star. It was becoming obvious he needed more freedom than his mother's home could offer. The turning point arrived when Speed turned 18. He made a life-changing decision: leave his mother's house and start a new chapter on his own. This move signaled autonomy over his streaming schedule and content style. Freed from noise constraints, he no longer had to end celebrations early or stifle his famous outbursts. At the same time, his connection with his father took on a new dimension. With the divorce well behind them, father and son were more like friends than distant relatives. They shared humor, pranks, and an unspoken admiration for each other's antics. And if Speed's father ever crossed a line, like making a playful track referencing Speed's viral slip-ups,
I showed me to make you feel complete. Hey, I showed me make you feel complete. Hey,
Stop playing with me, bro! Stop fucking playing with me!
it triggered comedic back and forth, rather than the kind of scolding Speed faced at home. Success brought scrutiny as trolls started to call in false emergencies, leading to swatting incidents. Police arrived at Speed's home on high alert, only to discover it was a sick prank. During one especially tense episode, Speed's mother was right there, trying to explain that her son was the victim of a cruel hoax. The same woman who once pulled the plug on his streams fiercely defended him when real-world trouble surfaced. The stress of these run-ins was immense, but they underscored the reality of being a major online personality. Speed had to navigate not just video games and internet fame, but the threat of swatting and the emotional strain it placed on his family. Despite the early misunderstandings, Speed's mother began to see his streaming career for what it truly was, a genuine path with enormous potential. His rapid subscriber growth and financial achievements proved that the chaotic energy he displayed online could be profitable and life-changing. When Speed pitched in financially to help his family, it reflected a turnabout. He was no longer just that loud kid in the house, but a successful entertainer supporting his loved ones. As mother and son found common ground, the friction gradually lessened. The frustration that once boiled over during each broadcast turned into cautious acceptance. Even if she still rolled her eyes at his antics from time to time, it was clear she cared deeply about his well-being and appreciated the opportunities he was creating for himself. Meanwhile, Speed's father reveled in the limelight. Embracing the fun, he'd pop into streams, sing goofy songs, or prank Speed live for the internet to see. One viral moment involved a parody track teasing one of Speed's most embarrassing on-camera mishaps. While Speed was initially livid, feeling mocked by his own dad, fans recognized the genuine warmth beneath the jokes. This father-son dynamic struck a chord with audiences. Unlike Speed's mother, who took a strict approach, his dad leaned into the absurd. They'd butt heads, but the conflict stayed playful. Viewers saw their relationship as proof that family ties can bend, twist, and even spark embarrassing memes, yet remain unbreakable in the end. IShowSpeed's story goes beyond flashy streams and big subscriber numbers. At its core lies a family navigating upheaval, misunderstandings, and surprising displays of love. His mother's stern rules once seemed like an obstacle to fame, until she emerged as a fierce supporter when trouble came knocking. His father's comedic flair has sometimes pushed Speed to the edge of embarrassment, but that same energy forges a tight bond few creators get to share so openly. This evolution reveals a more human side of content creation, showing that success isn't only about internet algorithms or going viral. Speed's journey offers a reminder that family may clash and cringe, but can also find unity once they understand and respect each other's paths. His rise to internet stardom is an ongoing tale of ambition, parental boundaries, and personal resilience. And even if the cameras catch every cringe-worthy moment, Speed continues surging ahead, powered by the early struggles that made him who he is today. If you found this dive into the human side of IShowSpeed enlightening, stay tuned. There's always more to uncover in the high-stakes world of streaming stars and the families that shape them.